I think getting rich and staying rich are two completely different skills.
And that
is what is like so often overlooked, because we want to think of just money as one skill, like getting rich is one skill, but the skill to make a lot of money versus holding on to it for a generation or more is totally different. And I think the best way to explain it is like getting rich requires being an optimist and taking a chance and being optimistic in yourself, swinging for the fences. Staying rich is the opposite. It's a completely contradictory skill where you need to be like pessimistic and paranoid. So being optimistic and pessimistic at the same time and getting those to coexist is so difficult, and not a lot of people can do it. And you see these in statistics like the Forbes list of billionaires. There's like 70% turnover every decade, not from people dying, but from people being at the top and then falling out.
Are they taking too much risk at that point?
I think that's the biggest, is not the kind of personality that's going to say, okay, that's enough, let's cash out, put everything in municipal bonds.
Right.
It's more like, I've said this for years.
It's the rush of growth,
Yes.
right? It's like the rush, the high that you see growing.
I've said this for years, that I think Elon Musk, it's one of two outcomes. He's either going to become a trillionaire or go bankrupt. And honestly, I'm spitballing here, but I think it's 50-50.
Did you see his interview he recently did?
Yes.
I think it was yesterday.
It's ridiculous.
Where he was like, let's see where the chips fall.
Yeah.
Where it's like $44 billion I invested. Maybe it all goes bankrupt.
Right.
He said, let's see where the chips fall.
It's pretty astounding.
That's ballsy, right?
But here's the thing. Of course it's ballsy. He's trying to go to Mars. Of course he's ballsy.
But he's willing to risk $44 billion in order to get, I mean, it's just crazy,
I
right?
mean, I might be getting these numbers slightly off, but
Yeah.
when he sold his first company in the 1990s, when he cashed out of PayPal, I think he had like $300 million. And he took like $295 million of it
Put it
and
into
invested
SpaceX,
in
or
Tesla and
in
SpaceX.
Yeah. Like almost all of it.
Which and the odds that both of those companies would go out of business were probably 99%. He would probably agree with those odds.
Yeah.
The kind of person who has that mentality. Like if I at age 30 cashed out $300 million, I probably would have put it in muni bonds and gone to the beach.
290 is in the bonds,
Yes.
and then 10 million maybe I'll like play a little.